Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is the latest part in my Summer Heat series, in which I rank the actors from some of our favorite properties. And today, we're going to find out just who is the hottest member of the Justice League. San Diego Comic-Con was just last weekend. The Justice League released a brand new 4-minute exclusive look and trailer, which I was on the fence about, but a lot of people were very excited for. Thus, I was inspired, seeing these beautiful heroes take to the screen to rank them, based purely on superficial appearance. As always, this is just for fun, and of course, only my personal opinion. And as usual, they're all movie stars, so they're all pretty attractive, so it was kind of hard to rank them in order. But I did it, and here's the list. Ray Fisher is a perfectly attractive man, but when it comes to his character Cyborg, half of his face is covered, and I haven't really seen him in anything other than this role, so I don't have all that much to go on. I looked at pictures, I kind of just researched him, and again, he's perfectly attractive, but I think just missing that personal connection with him is what really hinders him from moving too much further up in my list. Sorry, Ray, maybe after you have a couple more films under your belt, maybe you'd be able to rank a little bit higher. But for now, you're at number 6. Now, Ben Affleck does have quite the catalog to choose from, and I think Ben Affleck is actually an attractive man. I think he has very nice features, he looks good, he was very attractive as a young man, and I think he has aged pretty well over the years to where he is now. But he always has this kind of look about him. There's always something just not quite happy about Ben Affleck when he's on the screen. Couple that with kind of his off-screen dramas, and Ben Affleck doesn't quite get further up the list. I will say his love for showing off that booty in all of his recent films, including Batman v Superman the extended cut, definitely kind of bumps him up in opinion, but he just can't compete with the other 4 on this list. Jason Momoa just has this kind of raw sexual energy about him. He's like a wild man in everything he ever does. As Khal Drogo on Game of Thrones, to now being this awesome version of Aquaman. He just has this pure hotness about him. And it's an unconventional hotness. He's a minority man who's bumped his way up into bona fide sex symbol, and he's from an ethnicity that we don't see much in the top ranks of Hollywood stardom. Plus, he just seems like a fun time, seeing him run around and prank people on the red carpet. I think overall his persona and his personality seem a little bit on the bro side to me, and that keeps him from breaking into the top half of the listing. But Jason Momoa is a freaking hot dude, and I think that's kind of undeniable. Ezra Miller makes it all the way up to 3rd place for several reasons. First of all, I think he is a very attractive and interesting looking young man. He has an unconventional beauty about him, yet he still has those really hard jawlines that everybody finds so attractive. But he lies somewhere in between heterosexual and homosexual on the scale. He's kind of fluid in this area, making out with fans at Comic-Con, doing press for The Flash. He's so eloquently spoken, he's so artistic, he is so adorable, and all of his shows and all of his movies and all of his interviews, just everything about Ezra Miller's persona is super, super attractive. So couple that with his wonderful fashion sense, his pure uniqueness, and you get to number 3 on a competitive list. Oh, ranking these top 2 was really hard. They are both virtually perfect human specimens, so how do I choose between them? Ultimately, Henry Cavill came in at number 2. So if you've watched my reviews for some time now, you'll remember that The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was kind of distracting for me because the entire cast was just so frickin' attractive. And that definitely included Henry Cavill. I think he is just perfect. His face is very strong, but also very versatile. So clean shaven, he pulls off straightforward Clark Kent and Superman very well. But then once he starts getting in that scruff, he pulls off like this just raw, manly man. Both of which equally attractive. And then don't even get me started on that body, because that body. And I don't really have much else to say about him. He is very clean cut, very straightforward, traditional, handsome, attractive. But beating out all the men is Gal Gadot. Honestly, if I had made this ranking 1 year ago, I think Gal would have been at 2 with Henry Cavill at number 1. But Wonder Woman really sealed the deal on just how sexy, hot, attractive, beautiful, all of the things Gal Gadot is. Not only is she physically perfect, I mean, bone structure for days, gorgeous hair, body, everything about Gadot physically is pretty much perfect. But she also exudes a warmness, a genuineness that a lot of other beautiful stars such as herself aren't able to exude, and that was really evident in Wonder Woman. Because while she was running around as a super attractive demigod, she was still so open, so warm. I think part of that had to do with the character in and of itself, but that character was brought to life because of Gal Gadot being able to perfectly encapsulate everything she needed to encapsulate. Plus, you see her interacting with the fans, and I see her on these red carpets and in these press junctions, and she is just such a beautiful, warm person. Her smile is that smile that just is megawatts, blinds me, blows all of us away every time it makes an appearance. So whether she's kicking ass or simply smiling, Gal Gadot definitely deserves the number 1 spot when ranking the hottest Justice League members. So that is how I rank the Justice League actors and actress based purely on hotness. So let me know what you think of my ranking, as well as what your personal ranking is of these 6 sexy actors and actresses. Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can go over and discuss on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!